Alright, hello my lovelies. So this week has been an incredibly busy week. And I have not even had the moment to think about going live. I mean, it has been non-stop go, go, go this week between getting my car into the shop, getting my car out of the shop. We had the new couch delivered, and now taking Itsy Bitsy to the vet. She is a pet. To the vet this morning. She has been spayed, and now bringing her home. She's up to date on her shots. She's been spayed, and everything's good. She did really well. I'm glad that I didn't get it done a few months back. The veterinarian was even advising against it because she was so small, that now that she's nearly like, I think she said she increased by over 2 pounds. She's up to normal size of what a tabby her age is supposed to be. And now she's spayed, and I am, you have no clue how relieved I am knowing that we got this done. Like, this has been something that's been on my mind for a very, very, very long time. Like I said, I wanted to get her spayed a long time ago, but because of her size, she still had a lot of growing to go. And even though the vet said that she would spay her, she also said that there was a good chance that she would not make it through the surgery. And I just didn't feel comfortable because I really like this veterinarian, and she's just like, she's honest with you. Like, she does not, you know, she won't lie to you, that's for sure. She'll tell you the honest to goodness truth. And right then, her honest to goodness truth was, I wouldn't get it done right now. Because she's like, is she around boy cats? No. Is there a risk of her being around boy cats? No. She's like, then I would give her time to grow. So that's what I did, and I can't tell you how glad I am that I gave her time to grow, because she flew through surgery with no problems so far, knock on wood. But if any complications were to arise, the veterinarian is literally a phone call away. I really hope nothing happens, because I just, I got a lot to do this week, the remainder of this week, and I just want her to rest and recover and just be okay. And I don't want her to have to go through the scary experience of going back to the vet. She hates the vet. So I just really want her to rest and recover and just come out of this okay with no complications. But I mean, isn't that what anybody wants for their pet? I mean, really, just, you know. Anyway, I hope you all had a happy Easter. We had an awesome Easter. It was amazing. Cannot stress how much fun it was. The kids are getting older, and then Eli's like still in that cute little stage, but the teenagers definitely make it interesting, and they will help out with Eli sometimes, especially during the holidays, because everybody's just in a good mood. Everybody's in a good mood. We get to go out to eat. Of course they want to go, you know. Of course they want to see family and stuff. So they're more willing to, I was wondering what that sound was. It's Eli scratching on the side thing. So, yeah, they're more willing to help out. And, you know, they're just, everybody just seems to be in a good mood on the holidays. Just a feeling of, you know, happiness. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. We went out. We had a good time with family. We all laughed and had a good time. Of course, you know, it never feels complete without my dad, but, you know, he's gone. There's not anything I can do about that. But, you know, he was still remembered, you know, and that's what matters. But it was fun. It was fun, you know, and that goes the same for Shannon's dad. You know, he wasn't there, but in his own way, he was still remembered. In our own way, he was still remembered. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, you know, bringing up memories, talking, laughing, having good food, enjoying each other's company, the teenagers being teenagers. It was a lot of fun. So I hope everybody had a great day. That's where I'm going to stop right now, because we're just about home, and I've got to get Itsy Bitsy settled. She's tired, and you know, she fasted all throughout the night, And for Itsy Bitsy, nighttime is her favorite time to eat. That's what she eats the most, and we couldn't do that. So I'm gonna fix her up with some water to start out with, and then at 6 p.m. she can have food. So I will see you all later. Bye. Okay, hello my lovelies. It has been, I don't even know how to put it in words. It has been a really busy week, month, year. Just got back from taking my middle child to therapy, and it is raining. It's just like, yeah. I didn't get to see the eclipse. It was cloudy here. There was nothing to see. Like, it got a little dark, but it looked like it was just getting ready to rain, and then it did. So it wasn't anything to, it went all over. I'm seeing all these beautiful, like, recordings of people who lived in much better states than mine, who got to see everything. All right. And thank you. And like, it just astounds me that they got to see the beautiful eclipse and all I got to see was clouds. You too, thank you. I was so disappointed. So like, why? But anyway, I am getting ready for stuff. I've got an eye appointment next week. And sorry, I know that probably looked like crap. I have an eye appointment next week, and yeah, getting ready for that. So it's been a while. It's like long past due, and yeah, I need to just get on it. Can I get a honey mustard? Yes, please. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. In May, I will not be here Mother's Day. Thank you. You too. I will not be here Mother's Day because me and my 14-year-old daughter will be in Georgia at FurryCon, and that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I've never been to a convention. This was something my daughter decided that she needs to see in her life, one time in her life at least. A furry convention. So I was like, sure, why not? Yeah. I mean, sure. Sounds good to me. So, yeah, that'll be fun. I'm actually really looking forward to that. I love doing stuff with her because she always has like the best suggestions. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. I've never been to a convention. Nothing. I have a nephew who goes. He goes, I don't know exactly what it is, but there's a lot of Doctor Who stuff and all that stuff, and he goes every year, or at least he did. I don't know if he does anymore. I haven't talked to him in a while. And like, he always had the best pictures and like the best videos, and he got to meet like the stars and stuff, the actors and actresses of Doctor Who. It was really cool to see some of the people he got to stand beside, like the actress who played River Song, and one of the doctors showed up. It was really cool. He was like an older actor, but he was definitely, back in the day, one of my favorite doctors. Of course, by the time I got to see him, he was already older and wasn't playing the part anymore. Hadn't in quite a few years. So like, he got to meet him, and I can't remember which one it was. If you're familiar with Doctor Who, it's the actor with the curly hair, and he had the scarf and the flute. Him. He got to meet him. So that was pretty cool, and I've seen a few episodes with him in it. Which doctor is that? I can't remember anymore. And I used to know all of this. I used to know his name. I used to know which doctor it was. I used to know everything. And now I can't remember anymore because I don't really watch Doctor Who anymore. I've gotten kind of out of it. I feel bad. I need to catch up because I used to be a hardcore Doctor Who fan. Loved Matt Smith. Absolutely loved Matt Smith. Would give anything to meet Matt Smith. Matt Smith or David Tennant. Oh my gosh. Two of my favorite doctors. Don't get me wrong. I thought that that other guy did really good too, and I can't think of his name, but he played in World War Z. I thought he did great too. But my two favorites, the ones that hold a special place in my heart, will always be David Tennant and Matt Smith. I don't care how old I am, they will always be my top favorites. So yeah. Let's see, who else would I want to meet? The woman who played Amelia Pond. I would give anything to meet the woman who played Amelia Pond. River Song. I would give anything to meet the woman who played River Song. Who else? Jack Harkness. I would give anything to meet the guy who played Jack Harkness. And I think that's pretty much about it. I mean, there are a few others, like, I think her name is Billie Piper. The actress name is Billie Piper. I think that's her name. That would be pretty cool to meet her. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't know her personality, but I think it'd be pretty cool to meet Billie Piper. I think that's her name, Billie Piper. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. I don't know. But yeah, some of them. So I digressed off of what I was talking about. I always do. But basically, the bottom line is we are going to FurryCon, and we're going to be gone for Mother's Day, which is fine with me. I don't really see, celebrating certain holidays on the holiday. We can always celebrate whenever. I mean, just because the government tells us a certain holiday is on a certain day, I don't even celebrate Christmas on Christmas. So that's something right there. And I just refuse to. So anyway, I don't think I'll ever celebrate Christmas on Christmas, and it might get to where I don't celebrate Christmas at all. So yeah, for the most part there, I think you can celebrate any holiday whenever, except for like Halloween, because obviously like everybody has to do a certain thing at a certain time. So, that's the only one that really kind of adheres to a certain schedule. I can't really think of another one. Maybe St. Patrick's Day. I don't know. Anyway, we will be at a FurryCon. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm about to go have some lunch. I might do a mukbang, however you pronounce it. I'm not sure because I think they're working on my titles in here. So, I don't know. You might see a mukbang come up later. You might not. But I hope you're all having a great day. Bye. Good morning, my lovelies. And it is definitely very early. Life has been just like so random lately. I don't even know. It's just been so random. My car is having issues. I'm having to take it to the shop Friday, tomorrow night. I drop it off after hours. He comes in at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and he gets right to work on my vehicle. We've known each other for years, so he's like really good. All I have to do is call him and just be like, hey, I need your help. And he's right on it. Right now what's going on is that no matter what, my taillights will not shut off. So if I'm not careful, they'll drain my battery. So I'm have to unplug my battery every time I stop so that it doesn't just completely drain my battery. And that is so just a pain in the butt. And I think I know what piece it is that broke. It's a sensor piece up underneath the the pedal, the brake pedal. My my old car was a Toyota Corolla, and it had the same thing happen, and they fixed it. But before I knew how to deal with it, I was just having to have people jump me everywhere. Like, seriously. I was having to get jumps like everywhere. Thankfully, I would always find somebody who would give me a jump because I have my own jumper cables. But I'm telling you, it was crazy for a while because I didn't know what to do. I didn't really know what was happening back then. But my mechanic at that time, who was a different mechanic, he explained it to me. He's like, oh, just kind of unscrew your battery. He's like, take one of the terminals off. And I'm like, really? Won't that hurt the battery? And he's like, no, but leaving it on like that will. He's like, so just unhook the battery. He said, I know it's a pain. He said, but it'll save your battery from being drained. So after that, I didn't have any problems. Like, he fixed it, and he's like, but this should be the end of your problems. You're fine. Totally different car. And yeah, the problem has, I'm pretty sure the sensor up in there has broken again. Well, on this car, not again, but you know, same issue, different car, you know, sort of situation. So yeah, so I've been unhooking my battery whenever I stop somewhere because I don't want my battery drained. It almost drained my battery the first time before I recognized it. My neighbor came knocking on my door. She's like, did you know your tail lights are on? I'm like, no. And in my mind, I'm thinking, dang it, I forgot to turn my lights off. Typical me. And then I went out and I was like, no. And then it hit me, oh no, that sensor must have broke. So called my mechanic. He's like, yeah, I can get you in on Friday. I'm like, Friday? Oh no, this is Monday. But I said, like, okay, that's fine. I understand he's busy. I'm not his only client, you know. World doesn't revolve around me. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So, like I said, in the meantime, I've just been disconnecting my battery because I don't want my battery completely killed out because the brake lights won't shut off. Also, we were supposed to go to the mountains this summer again, but we've decided not to. You know, we can never stick to a plan. I mean, come on, let's just be honest here. We can never stick to a plan. So we're going to Great Wolf Lodge because we were supposed to go to Great Wolf Lodge in the spring. Changed our plans, went to the mountains, and now we're like, do we really want to go to the mountains again that soon? Me, I could, but everybody else is like, mm-mm. So I'm like, well, I'm not the only one in the family. So I'm like, okay, yeah, ignore my hair. I haven't done anything with my hair. It is like super early in the morning. So I was like, well, okay. So I was like, where would you like to go? And my daughter was like, well, we never went to Great Wolf Lodge. And I would like to see it during summer. She's like, because last year we saw it during the spring. It was fun. It was fun. It was really cool. It was really neat. The umbrellas, like they had the upside down umbrellas. And it looked like they had little streamers coming out of it. To me, it looked like jellyfish, but it was supposed to be like rain coming out of the umbrellas. It was really cool. It was really nice. So I was like, yeah, let's see what Great Wolf Lodge looks like during the summer. I've never been. So that's what we're doing, Great Wolf Lodge. I might get back on after I get my food. I'm getting some breakfast and do a little mukbang, but I'm not sure yet. It depends on what's going on at home. I might. So I will see you all later. Bye. Okay, so like I have literally lost where I was at with that other video. This is probably where I'm going to finish this video at. So hello my lovelies. I know I look rough. It has been a rough week. I had tonsillitis again. I don't know why I keep getting tonsillitis. But I'm on antibiotics, so I'm doing good. The car. Thought the transmission was going out of the car. Was told by a mechanic that was going out in my car. The transmission. Okay, here's what I don't understand. He'd been under my car several times because I had several things looked at. And some work done, and I had several sensors replaced. He told me he thought it was my transmission. Okay. Well, when I took it to where I was taking it to, ended up taking it all the way to Tupelo, Mississippi, to get it looked at. The guy calls me and says, now, we were getting ready to buy a brand new transmission, because when I talked to him first, he was like, it's better just to buy a brand new transmission than to try to rebuild it. Okay, that's fine. He said it's also cheaper to buy a brand new transmission than it is to rebuild it. But when he's like, what's going on? I explained to him, and he was like, I don't think that's your transmission. Me, I was like, no, it's my transmission. And he's like, I don't think it is, though. He said, if you can get it here from where you're at, he said, I will look at it. Okay. So, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad I listened to my instincts and took this trip slowly, because it could have turned out bad. I got all the way to Mississippi, took it slow, used my hazard lights so people didn't get up on me, because I thought any minute my transmission could go. I thought at any minute my transmission could go, and my car would stop moving. So that was kind of my frame of thought. I was like, okay, at any moment, you could just like stop in the middle of the interstate. You don't want to get rear-ended. Just use your hazards, and people know that there's something going on. My husband went with me with his truck, so we had a vehicle, so we were stranded if something were to happen. But it was just making a really loud popping sound, but the gears shifted out fine. Like, it was so confusing. I was like, there's certain aspects that point towards transmission, but there are certain aspects that don't. And he told me, he says, really rare for a car like that, it's transmission just to go. He said, I don't think it's your transmission. We get there, all the formalities. Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you, blah, 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 blah. What's going on? I explained to him, and he said again, he said, I don't think it's your transmission. He said, I'll put it up. He said, I'll look at it. He said, I'll get back to you. He said, within a day or two. And he did. Within a day or two, he called me. He's like, hey, it is not your transmission. It's, let me make sure I say this right. The axle, the wheel axle, the axle was broken. He said, not just like fractured or cracked or anything like that. He said, broken. He said, how did nobody see this? He said, didn't you say you took it to an automotive? And I was like, yes. Automotive place. And I was like, yes. And he said, how did they not see this? It's broken. He said, your tire was about to fly off. And he said, you were going to drop your whole front end. He said, that would have been really bad. I was like, yes. Eli's here. Hi, buddy. Huh? Okay, can you give me a minute, please? Okay, but can you give me a minute? Well, you just had 2 Lunchables. You can't be hungry. Okay, I love you too. Say hi. I love you too. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Oh, I love you too. You're a sweet boy. Can you go watch TV for me for a second? Oh. Thank you. That was really sweet of you. Thank you. Anyway, sorry about that. So, where was I? So he was just kind of questioning, like, how did nobody see this? And I was like, beats me, still beats me. But thankfully, I didn't have to buy a whole new transmission. Thank goodness. I did not want to buy a whole new transmission, but I was going to, because that's my car. I don't want to go into payments right now for a car. So I was like, I'll do this because it's for my car. Thank the heavens I don't have to get a new transmission. So, because fixing what's wrong with it is a lot cheaper than even getting a new transmission. I know he said that getting a new transmission would be cheaper than rebuilding, but this is even cheaper than getting a new transmission. So I came out really lucky, and I'm just really, really hoping that this is it. Because I can't dump any more money into that car. I've spent over $1,000 on that car. I feel stupid. But I don't know. Okay. It's my car. I need it functioning. Okay. Are you okay? Is everything okay? Are you okay? Okay. So, okay. So, he's so sweet. Oh my gosh. So, I'm just grateful that hopefully tomorrow I'm gonna get my car back and it's gonna be working like new, like it was when I first got it. Even better, because he found another problem. Not so big. It's only gonna cost like $30, $40 to fix. And he's like, it could improve how it runs. Not so rough. So, I mean, it didn't really run rough, but there were times, especially after filling her up with gas, that it could have been a little smoother. So he's like, oh, this should take care of that problem. Do you want me to fix it? He's like, it's like almost $40. And I was like, please do. Please do. Anything to, you know, help the life of my car. Because I love my car. So, what is that? Oh, okay. That's his toy. Okay, so, yeah. So that's the kind of update. I know I seem kind of distracted. Eli's home and he's playing with stuff. And I'm always distracted when he's here, especially during this time when it's just me and the kids and Shannon's not home yet. And I'm just kind of in that weird phase, I guess. I don't know. But, you know how it is, like right before you start cooking and the kids are just grabbing snacks and finding something to do. School's over and you're just kind of in that weird area because it's just been you all day. So, yeah. But that's why I'm in this video. I don't know what we're doing for Mother's Day yet. Something happened, and my mother and I are not talking right now. I don't know. It's just it's a lot to unpack without a lot to unpack, if that makes any sense. I just feel like things were blown out of proportion. And I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I should post something on, like, Am I the Asshole? But I don't do a lot of Reddit. I listen to Reddit, but I don't really do Reddit. I don't know. Maybe somebody give me some outside perspective. I'll tell the story another time at story time or something. Or do a story time or something out of it. And, just kind of touch base on what happened there. But this portion of the video is already bordering on like 10 minutes long. So, and I feel like I've been rambling about a whole lot of nothing. Just kind of processing what's happened because it just seemed like a lot at one period. I mean, I know we said, boy, when it rains, it pours more than once in the last month or so because that's what it truly felt like. Like, everything kind of happened at once. And I know Shannon said it. I know I said it. I know my daughter said it. She's 14. It's just like, dang, when it rains, it pours. So that's kind of what it's been like this past month or so. I mean, like, when it truly rains, it truly pours. So I just kind of feel like we're coming out the other side. And we're just finally kind of getting things together and finally start to figure things out. I am going to a doctor about my back. I've been having some back trouble. They found a mass on it. It's not malignant or anything. It's benign, but, it's been causing pain. So I might be looking at surgery here in a few months. They're going to try something. I really hope I don't have to go through surgery because I don't want to. So we're going to try something less evasive first and hope for the best. It's like an injection sort of thing and therapy and stuff like that. So I go next Wednesday. so a week from tomorrow, for imaging and to see what exactly we're dealing with and how close to the spinal cord it is, and how big it is too, and how complex it is. And then we'll go from there and decide whether or not we could just do injections or if I truly need surgery. I'm really hoping just the injections to do it and the therapy, like massage therapy, because I don't want to do surgery. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Whatever is done, I know I have my family and I won't be alone and I'll be okay. And even if I do have to do surgery, I will come out better because I won't have this mass on my back that's causing pain, and I'll feel better. I may not feel better at first because it's surgery, but after a week or so, I will feel better and I will have my support system. I won't be made to go do this alone. So, you know, my daughter's always by my side. I have my husband, my older son's always there for me. Plus, I have a sister and I have other people who are there for me. So I'm not really worried. But I will keep you all updated on what we decide to do for Mother's Day. And I hope you're all having a wonderful spring. I hope it's going a lot better than my spring is going. If not, drop a comment below what's going on, what's happening, if you feel comfortable. If you don't, that's fine too. I understand. Not everybody wants to put their business out on the internet. So I wish you all the best of luck, and I will see you all soon. Bye.